It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Cardinals hit 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the...
And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Arizona. 61 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Fournette is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Brissett. He'll swing this out wide to Gaskin. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, Brissett. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play fake, Brissett. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Brissett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder? Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard. And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape. Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Moore, the man in motion. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brissett. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Brissett on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to get it back here just past the 35. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back of the back 7, phenomenal.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Fournette, a first down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down to the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. Room here to run. Touchdown, L.A. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the gut, Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brissett. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4, and the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the slot man goes in motion left. Brissett to throw on first. Yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll throw again. Brissett. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 2nd and 10, Brissett. He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Brissett again. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And he's going to wind up with a first down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. To throw is Brissett. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Isaiah McKenzie in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
In motion left, Robinson. On 1st and 10, Brissett.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver.
But it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Brissett. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. Here's Brissett. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. To the right side, and he's got more, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Into the air once more, it's Brissett. This is caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. From the gun, here's Brissett. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Brissett now.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
But Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And that one makes it 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken at about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Isaiah McKenzie with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Hunt going to run for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember with the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Mayfield on play action. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On third down, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Marquise Bell. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And they'll give to Hunt here on the option.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Brissett.
They get this out wide to Gaskin.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
First down, Brissett. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Elijah Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for two. They'll try and throw for it. It's going to be caught. So at two. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Mayfield. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated then Julio Jones, because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection. Ryan to Jones there. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield off the play fake. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep for more. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
Pass complete. On the crossing route, this is Hooper. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Play fake. Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for L.A., they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.